So this is a really good question. Shelob doesn't cower from the light in a sense of being afraid of it. It's more or less a sense of not having a great fondness for it. One thing we've learned about evil beings in Tolkien's Legendarium is that they don't have a fondness for light. But we also have to remember that the light within Galadriel's file isn't just, your regular degular light. It's the light of Erendiel, the light of a Silmaril. It's much more powerful or more brilliant than regular light. I could imagine that much like how an elven blade stings the evil being it's piercing, the light of a Silmaril, even the diluted mirrored product of it, could do the same thing. I could be wrong in that observation. Other Tolkien creators, feel free to correct me if I am. Back when Varda hallowed them, it made it so that no evil or unclean hands could hold them without being burned. So we could conclude that just looking on them could have the same watered down effect. But then that leads us to, why could Ungoliant devour the light and Shelob couldn't? Ungoliant drank the light directly from the trees. But Kaya, don't the Silmarils possess the light of the trees? Yes. However, the trees weren't hallowed the way the Silmarils were. And Ungoliant never touched a Silmaril, let alone ate one. Those of us who have read the Silmarillion know that when Morgoth held the Silmarils, they burned his hand. And then when Karkaroth bit off the hand of Beren that possessed the Silmaril, he ran rampant from the pain, breaking through what was thought to be the unbreakable girdle of Melian protecting Doriath. So if Morgoth just holding the Silmarils caused him pain, it more than likely would have had the same effect on Ungoliant had she eaten them. While Shelob is the daughter of Ungoliant, they're not equal in power or when it comes to their evil abilities. We gotta remember that Ungoliant mated with lesser beings, as some women do, not another evil being of her equal power or stature. While Ungoliant could devour everything, including light, and then regurgitate it into unlight, Shelob could only devour physical beings like men and orcs, and almost hobbits. A common theme that we see in Tolkien's Legendarium, the powers, the abilities, and even the beauty from a first great being become diluted within their descendants. We see it within the elves from the First Age compared to the elves in the Third Age, or the Númenóreans compared to the Dunedain Rangers. The same applies to Ungoliant and her children, and then Shelob and hers. While Shelob wasn't as great in stature or power as her mother, she was still a great spider that was evil and dark and self-serving. I hope that helped explain it. I know I rambled a lot and probably added a lot of unneeded and unasked for information. I just really love Ungoliant and Shelob. There's another video I want to make on them, on how I think they're grade A metaphors on female rage. But that's for another time. I hope this helps.